record. And there you go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Barside. I'm Remy, alongside my lovely co-host, Lauren. And our good friend, Jack. What's up, Jack?
How's it going, guys?
Welcome back, Jack. Jack's been on the show before. We've had good times.
Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Tonight, we're going to talk about drink shaming. I was in the mood for some claws tonight, so I stopped by my local convenience store and got myself some hard seltzer. And
Nice.
like, they're not my favorites, but every once in a while I'll drink them. I'm like, yeah, these are tolerable. These are, if I'm in the mood for a black cherry seltzer, okay, I can see it. But you see a lot of people shaming each other, mostly dude bros, like shaming their guy friends about like what kind of drink you're drinking. So I thought tonight we'd try and talk about some stories of people trying to shame their buddies and ridicule them and stuff like that.
Right.
We're going to get into some other stuff. God, it sucks being like, did you guys think it was going to last this long? I really
5
didn't.
months?
Yeah.
You know what? I said in the beginning that it was going to be at least 5 months. So I did expect it to last this long, but I didn't expect for like the entire thing to be like taken seriously for this long.
Just the way it's going, I didn't expect. Like when we first shut down, it was really weird. It's like we're not allowed to go to bars anymore. The bars are all shut down. So like, okay, we can improvise and well, let's just get through this, guys. And then we got through it, and they started opening stuff back up, and now we're just like, there's just no end in sight now. Now it looks like it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse, and more terrible things after more trouble.
Designing holiday-themed masks. I'm sure that's.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Right.
And just everything that comes, like, you know, I've gone to a couple of backyard parties and driveway parties lately where it's like just a couple of, you know, just a small gathering of friends all sitting really far apart outside, you know, like people bring their masks so that if you're like close up enough to somebody, like you can put on masks and still get close to each other and whatever. But it's just weird. It's just surreal, I guess. Like I thought we'd be back to some semblance of whatever by now. Like, alas.
I mean, I didn't think that I was going to go back to work anytime soon because it's a nightclub. So
right.
I was actually shocked when they asked us if we wanted to return earlier before we re-shut down again, because I was like, I can't believe that they're actually going to have, you know, people in there, but didn't really matter anyway.
I kind of thought that the first shutdown was going to work and that, you know, it would basically get stamped out and it wouldn't be so bad and we wouldn't be back to like completely normal, but it would be, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is it did work. That's why we're shut down again is because it was working and people have to go out and fuck around and make it not work again.
And see if there are bars out there that aren't adhering at all.
Right.
That's part of the problem.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't want to bitch about COVID too much. I just wanted to bring it up. Like, it's kind of struck me today. I was like, Jesus, we've been doing this a long time. Like,
yeah, it's like half of our episodes now have been in quarantine. So,
which is great. We've gotten a lot of different viewers, and hi all the new viewers and all the people that are like hanging out with us since we blew up and got big and famous on the internet. Like, how famous are we now? About 300-400 people every week, 500 people every week.
Woo!
At least seeing it for a couple of seconds. I don't know what the views thing means on Facebook, but we'll take it. But thank you to all of our supporters. Both of you are awesome, and we love you.
Yeah, both of you. Hi, Mom. Hi, Lorraine.
So I got a good story.
Jack is watching too, but he's actually on here.
Beautiful. I got a good story about drink shaming, and it was years ago. I was working at a bar downtown, and this kid came in. It was 2 young people, and I carded them both. And the girl pulls out her ID, and she was probably like 23, 23 and a half, something like that. I'm like, okay, good. The guy asked for a drink, and so I card him too, and he's like, oh, I'm not old enough, I'm like, oh, okay, well, swing and a miss, like, you tried, I was like, he figured, what the hell, I'll just order a drink, and if he serves it to me, I didn't get carded, but if I do, I'm not going to try and make a big deal about it. I'm like, kudos for that, you tried, you didn't know if I was going to card you, and I did. Anyways, so I'm like, well, what do you want? And he's like, a virgin strawberry daiquiri. I'm like, okay, so first you try and order alcohol, and and then you order like what is quintessentially just like the girliest of girly drinks, right? The virgin
like a sex on a beach.
Exactly. But I mean, like even with no alcohol. So I'm like, well, I'm going to hook this up for him. Like, so I put like 3 cherries and a couple orange slices and like a pineapple slice, like all the fruit we had. It looked like a Bloody Mary, but for a daiquiri, you know, with like all the fruit in it and stuff. Trying to like give him a little shot to the ribs, like, you're drinking a girly drink in this fancy glass with like all this fruit and stuff. And he was like over the moon ecstatic. He's like, this is the best drink I've ever had. Like all this, it's like a fruit cocktail in it. This amazing drink and it tastes really good. I'm like, you're right. That's you know, if that's what you like, a sweet tasting strawberry drink, like it is tasty. There's nothing wrong with it.
That is the hardest battle to fight too, between stuff that tastes really good and still reclaiming your masculinity beside a bar stool. You know?
But that's the thing is like, your taste
who doesn't love the taste of pineapple? You know what I mean? But
absolutely. But
pina colada does send a message, you know?
I don't think it does. That's my point. Your taste buds don't have masculine or feminine like identities. They just like what they like, you know?
I do get like drink shamed even as a girl for choosing girly drinks. Like all my friends are like, ew, why aren't you drinking Jameson or like whatever? And I'm like, I just like it to taste good. I don't know. Like, I guess Jameson tastes good too, but I just like stuff that tastes fruity and
sweet.
I'm a girly drinker.
Especially in the summertime, you know, when the weather's hot and a regular Pilsner just doesn't do, like, sometimes you want a shandy, something with a little bit of extra sweetness to it.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of the shandies. I'm not a big fan of the claws, but I don't hate them, and I'll drink it. Today, I was just kind of in the mood for one. I was like, I haven't had a White Claw in a long time. I'll drink White Claws on the show tonight, and we'll talk about drink shaming. That's what I'm going to do. Like,
actually,
shame me if you want, everyone. You know, if you want to make fun of me, drink claws. Go right ahead.
The tampon coupon.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Speaking of seltzers, my cousin and I have started drinking the Leinenkugel seltzers.
I did not know that Leinenkugel had some.
Leinenkugel has a line of seltzers, and they are really good. I like them.
Nice.
They have like a berry one, and then like a pineapple one, and then I think the other one is like grapefruit or something. But they're actually really good. I like them. I'm not a huge like seltzer fan. I do drink White Claws, but I like the mango. And I just tried the lemon, and the lemon is really good. My friends over at Orchid Nightclub, Kendall and Tara, hi everybody, and they made me try it, and it was really fucking good. I like them.
So you do like seltzers? They're cool. They're
starting to get into them more.
Low carb, low calorie. So you know, for those of us who are trying to grow a dad bod over here during quarantine,
well, that's the thing though, is that they're like 100 calories, blah 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 blah, so good. Okay, like a vodka and water is like 76 calories.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So you might as well bring your own LaCroix. Get a glass of vodka and put some LaCroix in it, and you'll be like sitting pretty. I think I looked it up, and Kettle One has the lowest carbs, and I think that they were at 76. The rest of them are around like 90.
Remy, we are no longer referring to it as dad bod. It is now officially father figure.
Oh,
father figure.
Well, now I'm thinking George Michael. Now you've got me on a George Michael kick.
I do like that. I think that's the best one I've heard.
That is good. I appreciate that Dave chimed in with that. Thank you. Like, no more dad bod. That's a father figure. Well, I've got one now, so a little disappointed.
You wear it proudly.
Thank you. I don't. I'm embarrassed as hell by it, but I'm wearing it because I don't have a choice unless I do something about it. I'm not joining any gyms. Those are still closed. I saw a thing today, speaking of stupid COVID, somebody said that not one single person has been traced with COVID back to getting it at a gym. And so, like, all the gym rats are pissed the fuck off that the gyms are still closed, but bars and stuff are open.
They've been closed. That's why there's no people being traced back to it.
Dude, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, nobody's been traced to it because they've been closed. That's like all the morons with the schools reopening. Well, we haven't seen kids get it. That's because we closed schools.
Yeah,
and there were like 4 cases to protect the kids, and now we're trying to reopen. What are you?
Okay, but did you see that one article that was going around? I think it was like somewhere in Indiana. They opened up a school, and day one,
it's not positive.
Oh yeah, I mean,
now they have to send a bunch of kids into quarantine for 14 days
and teachers and staff
and parents and whatever, everyone that's associated with them.
There was just one that broke today. There was some like overnight camp thing that was a tradition with like I think it was like 8th graders at this one school, and they all still went and nobody wore masks, and now like 30 of the kids are positive.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it's a shit show, and like, I'm trying to stay away from all the Debbie Downer, but like, it just popped into my head. You can't not come back to fucking COVID these days.
I know it's hard. It's hard to like, talk, especially since I haven't been bartending in 5 years now, or 5 years, 5 months now. So it's like I feel like 5 years though. Yeah,
it really has been the center point of the year.
It feels like 5 years. It feels like
5 years.
Time.
But it's been 5 months now since I've been behind the bar, and I'm just like, I'm getting ready to start school. I start school on the 24th for cosmetology. So I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to get back behind the bar anytime soon.
No, not anytime soon. Not until it's fairly safe to do so. Or, COVID is a thing of the past. Who knows when that's going to be. So I guess it's driveway parties and, social distancing. And we'll do this show. We'll do this show on
a bonfire.
Bonfires, right.
Yeah. Autumn coming up. It's the season.
It is the season.
It is the season for bonfires.
We unfortunately got rid of our bonfire because it ended up I garbage picked it to begin with. So it wasn't in the greatest condition ever, but it ended up rusting through, and it was just one giant pan with no wheels and all that stuff. So we're actually talking about going and getting another one so we can have bonfires over here.
They have some really nice ones. My roommate got one, and it's pretty sweet. It's it looks high tech, and it's big, and it's really deep. You can really make a good bonfire out of it.
Nice.
He doesn't like cleaning up after the dogs, though, so I'm not going to have a bonfire anytime soon.
Yeah, no bonfires when you have to step in shit to get there, so.
No, thank you. Sorry. But no, there's some nice ones. There's some nice ones out there. If you spend a little money, a couple $100 will get you a really sweet bonfire pit. Or, you just go to the
Not
whatever
even.
route.
There's some of them that are only $70, $80. And they're decent, just standalone bonfires. Because at our house in Ferndale, you can't have the in-ground bonfires.
Right.
They have to be raised.
Movable,
yeah. So the ones that we were looking at were only $70, $80. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace and stuff. There's a whole bunch of them that are really nice, brand new, $70, $80.
See,
I would
definitely
screen to stare at when you're sitting around with a bunch of friends having a drink.
That's true.
Exactly.
I remember tearing up different types of paper and stuff with different chemicals on it to put in there and see what color the flames would turn and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be blue and purple. Hell
well,
yeah.
And so
I love doing that.
You can sprinkle different minerals and stuff on a fire to change the color of it too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. I've seen those kind of things. Now, that's something that I would definitely throw down to a GoFundMe for if you guys wanted to get a bonfire pit. Just do a little GoFundMe and be
GoFundMe.
Hey, anybody who wants to come over and have a bonfire, chip in $5, we're going to buy one,
Exactly.
And if there's leftover money, we'll buy booze for the first one.
Suddenly we have $700 worth of bonfires in the backyard.
Not bad.
Our entire backyard is just bonfires.
It's not for
Thanks, everybody.
I swear to God, it's not for rent. It's for a bonfire.
But yeah, I love drinking around a good bonfire.
Absolutely. Who doesn't love a good fire? Especially this summer's been weird. It's been too hot to have bonfires in the summer. Sometimes there's those chilly summer nights where it's nice, but it's been bloody hot the last month.
Right before it hits full on fall. When it's nice during the day, but it's cold at night, that's primo time to have a bonfire.
Right.
Mid to late September.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to deal with all the bugs.
Yes.
Although now I'm paranoid because I saw this video. It was basically this girl was catching fireflies or something, and the mom is videotaping it. She's like, what are all these specks in the grass? And it's reflective. And it's sparkling looking. And she's like, what are all these specks? And she goes in to check it out, and it's spider eyes. And they're everywhere.
Oh,
and
shit.
now I'm I looked it up, and that's a real fucking thing. And I was like, oh no, now I can't. That's too much. I can't do that. I don't like bugs. I don't like spiders. And there was I'll share the video with you. I'll post it on our Facebook too. But
just super soaking the lawn and gas.
Yeah, for real. I feel like I'm just gonna, instead of a bonfire, I'm just gonna set my entire fucking house and field on fire. Like,
burn it all down.
Okay, so our friend Candace, she says a real man will drink whatever they want, and I cannot agree.
Boom. Oh my God, yes. Love it. That's my whole thing. It's like,
Thanks,
you're not going to
Candy.
shame me into feeling like, like I'm too in touch with my feminine side because I drink claws or daiquiris or pina coladas or sex on the beach or whatever. It's like, if I'm in the mood for this and it's got booze in it, who cares? Yeah. Well, thank you, Candace. I love you, darling, and I appreciate the vote of confidence.
That's the thing about like drinking girly drinks and stuff, is it doesn't really matter. Like, who, first of all, I'm the one drinking it, so mind your fucking business.
Yep.
And my brother Daniel, he drinks girly drinks too, and that's like one thing we bond over. Whenever I come over, I'm like, try this super girly drink, and he's like, here, have one of my super girly drinks. And I love it. I think it's great when a guy can be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a daiquiri, or I'm gonna have a rum runner or something like that. I love when a guy can drink a nice girly drink.
Doesn't matter what glass it's served in. Doesn't matter any of that kind of stuff. The beers that are served in little tulips now, it's like.
Right, whether it's a champagne flute or a martini glass, it doesn't have to give you a whiskey face in order to make you more masculine.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can be masculine. Just hold it the right way.
Drinks are gender neutral.
Thank you.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies out.
Pinkies up for sure.
For tea, anyways.
I think a big part of that too is I think they could break a lot of that stigma in just marketing. Lemon and demon have the same letters almost. You know what I mean? Like demon, lemon, shandy. Now you're onto something, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a
really, they just have to like change the outside of the can to like black, and then the light or the writing or whatever.
Put a little camouflage on there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
get the little Punisher skull.
How many more what were they? I think it was Miller High Life that did like the bright orange can for hunting season.
Yeah.
How many more do you think they sold just because they were bright orange?
Oh, I bet. Well, to be honest with you, the White Claw symbol is it's pretty cool. It doesn't look like it's a skinny can, so that kind of makes it.
It's a skinny can. It makes it a little bit
more
feminine. It's just like cigarettes, like the Virginia Slims and stuff. Like anything slimmer automatically is like a female thing. Yep. So
marketed to girls. It's all marketing ploys. Jack. We should have gotten into marketing, man. I bet you we would have made a mint.
Oh my God, I think I could have been a king at marketing.
I think we still should. Maybe we just need to market Tales from the Barside a little bit better. What do you guys say?
Well, now you're talking. More like, if they keep the bars closed, it's going to be history from the Barside.
Yeah,
it really is.
For real.
Yeah. Tales from the Barside. Well, like, and our thing could be like an old grandma and grandpa sitting on the porch, like, I remember when we used to have jobs serving kids liquor all day long. Like, Grandma,
back in my day, we tipped cash.
Yeah, they gave us cash money. We spent it on hookers and booze and drugs, and we were happy to do it.
Those were the days.
Yes.
I can just see Archie and Edith singing about it at the piano.
Those were the days.
Maybe we can do that for Halloween. We'll be like Grandma and Grandpa telling tales from the Barside with like crotchety backs.
Tales from the home bar.
Yeah.
Just drinking our own stuff.
Well, I have a feeling that like this COVID thing is going to turn into something similar to the Great Depression, where just like people have outrageous stories of like the shit that they're going to have to go through in the next year or so. If something miraculous doesn't happen and we get a handle on it, I think it's just there's going to be some serious chaos coming up soon. So maybe we'll get some news stories to tell. Maybe you won't be able to go
some news stories to tell. I know a lot of people that are like working now, so we should get some of those. If you work at a bar currently and you would like to be on Tales from the Barside, you should come message either me or Remy or just our page and let us know, because we would love to hear from people that are actually out there working. Remy and I are both currently not working in bars. So
no, but absolutely. I would love to hear from some bartender friends. And, I keep in contact with a few people that I know that are still working in bars. But if you've got a good story or if you've got things to talk about, send us an email, definitely barsidetales@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Well, if you don't want to be on the show, we'll read your story on the air. That's all good.
Yeah, we'll just read it.
Right. Or come on and be a guest. What are you scared of? We don't bite.
It's true.
Right. We suck, but we don't bite. In a good way.
I have seen a lot of my friends that are currently working complaining about tips. So one thing that I saw was people that are like, you know, the inside service is shut down, so people are just like getting carryouts.
Yep.
You should tip your carryout.
Yeah, dude.
That's
These people are still working. That's their only way of income, and they're used to making money off of people coming inside. So now that they can't, and this is their only income, I've been over tipping the shit out of people when I do carryouts, because it's like, I get it. Like, you have to do something to keep some income coming in. Like, this is it. Here's my chance to tip you. I don't care that it was doing something different than you normally do. Like, I'm part of the industry still. I always will be. Like, I get it.
Yeah, we all understand what it's like to be in the industry and having to live off of tips.
Give big credit too to the employers that are staying open, even the ones that are struggling. You know, these, you know, massive volume stores that are doing not even 10% of what they were doing, but they're still giving an opportunity for the people that are staying loyal and their employees to, you know what I mean, still have a job and still be relevant on the scene.
Just that they're even giving them the option to come in and try and make it, even if it's a little bit of money, something. Right. You know, that's awesome that people are able to do that. Yeah. You know, I'm sure I'm sure that restaurants and bars are losing money left and right. So
yeah, it's tough.
You know, help out your bar staff, help out your people that are coming in and spending their night making not very much.
Support your local.
Yeah, still get some carry out when you can. Support however you can. Now, the place that I was working at when the shutdown hit, tried to open up a couple of times, and actually just texted me last week saying, "Hey, you want to come back?" And I was like, "No, I already decided. I'm just done with the bar industry until this whole thing shuts down."
And you've already done it. You've already come in and done it, and then been shut down and come in and done it. Same thing with me. I'm sure I talked about it before, where the night before we shut down, I started a new job. Right. You know, I started like a second job, and I went in, did all my training. Next day, we're shut down. Yeah. So it's insane though, because, you know, like, how are people supposed to live off of this? And especially with like the $600 being done and like all that stuff, it's definitely. And then Candace also said again, do curbside drinks. And you know what? I really think that's a good idea. They did pass like drinking districts that you can have outdoor drinking and to-go drinks and stuff. So yeah, I think that that's going to be something that might actually be coming to fruition soon. I don't know how long it'll take to implement that, but.
Well, and how well it'll work, because let's be honest here, the main reason that people go out to the bars is to be social. They want to hook up and bang each other and meet and get phone numbers and hang out with their friends and party. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's
cheaper to drink at home.
It is.
You go for the atmosphere.
You go for the atmosphere.
Get out of the house, do something, hang out with people, meet new people.
Yeah. The whole shebang.
Even if you're not going out with the intention of meeting new people, you're still going out and like sitting at a bar and like hanging out and just not being at home.
How many new people have you met in your life at the bar? Like, so many. I've made
like
so
everyone
many
I know I've met at a bar.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like, you know, like, I'm going on 5 months. Well, I was single for a long time before, but like 5 months with just basically like no contact, no dating, no seeing anybody. It's like, how are you gonna try and date during a pandemic? You're just gonna wait until it's over.
I'm sure that like Tinder is just like.
Can I pencil you in for next February?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I visited a favorite watering hole, and they had it every other seat. They built plexiglass separators, like little cubicles. Yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness, they need like little telephones like they got in jail, so you can talk to the person.
Talk to each other?
Sitting next to you, you know?
Put your hand on the glass, like.
It's not very comforting, but I will give them credit for trying right. Like, touch my hand. Right?
Doing something, you know? The kids miss you.
Right.
You start writing each other letters.
Right, tell them I love them.
If you wanted to get creative with it, you could do a whole like singles bar scene thing where like you do speed dating with glass in between you and talk on the phones, and like it would be kind of comical. I don't know.
Really nice to meet you. Everyone has to come wearing an orange jumpsuit.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nothing says chemistry like being put in a plastic box and, having to yell, what? Reading lips through the, yeah.
There's just like the little microphone things like they do at like movie theaters.
Right.
Modern romance. Yeah.
I like the touching each other through the glass thing.
Right.
That's probably
that
like my favorite.
Press your cheek up against the glass and I'll press mine too. It'll be like, we're great.
It's like those little night lights where it's like you give one to your significant other and you have one, and every time you touch it, the other one like lights up, so you know that they're thinking about you.
Yeah.
That's like what dating is now. COVID times.
Basically, I'm kind of envious of all my friends that are in serious relationships now. I'm like, oh, well, at least, you're stuck with them because it's quarantine and lockdown, but at least you got somebody.
You think of the desire that comes from quarantine mixed with the attractiveness that comes from having half of your face covered. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the numbers would be up.
I know. I think I'm doing pretty good with the covered face.
I really haven't checked into it, but there's got to be a baby boom coming after all this. There's got to.
I would hope so. Yeah, I would definitely hope so.
I hope.
Well,
I mean, they've been talking about that baby boom happening. I see some girls that are pregnant right now, and I'm just like,
scary
hope
time.
it's all I'm scared for, because I'm like, great, have babies, I don't care. But all I'm scared for them is like giving birth alone, or like not being able to like get into a hospital. Like, you know what I mean? That would be scary for me. I would be so scared to be pregnant. And all my friends that are pregnant, I'm just like, hey, good for you that you're, getting through that, because that would be scary, especially if you're a first-time mother.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a first-time mother, then it's like, that would be so scary.
It was scary when my kid was on the way. You've got all this stuff going on. I couldn't imagine doing it right now during a pandemic, but hey,
Right.
I mean, it's human nature. Like, people are still going to make babies, so.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Babies are coming, but yeah.
There's going to be babies. I guarantee
I'll be surprised to see them too. What I was thinking as far as the masks go is like people who have bad halitosis are finally like, you can go talk to people and,
Or can actually tell that they have bad halitosis.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you finally realize like,
smelling
oh my
your
God,
own breath all the time.
This is what I smell like? This is horrible.
I made the mistake of getting Mediterranean food, and I ate a crap ton of that garlic sauce.
Garlic sauce, yeah. Whoops-a-daisy. You don't want to wear a mask for a long time after
You know what,
that.
though? I was kind of like, it's all right. It still smells good.
You're like burping and smelling that. I did a podcast one time and I ate Mediterranean food, and my buddy almost kicked me out of the studio. He was so mad at me. He's like, "Don't ever do that again." Like because we're drinking beers.
Whatever.
I'm burping and like, well, yeah. I mean, he was kind
garlic and onions.
He was kind of a baby about it, but it did like the whole room smelled like what I ate for dinner, so I could see how it was
just belching away in there.
Well, you're drinking beers and you eat Mediterranean chicken.
Yeah,
and garlic.
absolutely.
It's gonna make
the microphone stain like curry.
Right. Good stuff.
That's so funny.
I tell you what I don't miss. What I don't miss about being behind the bar is all the bartenders that you'd work with that would bitch and complain about the drinks that they don't want to make. Complaining about having to make mojitos and complaining about having to make daiquiris.
I never complained about making martinis. I love making martinis. But there was this one time, and I don't know if I told this story already, so I'm so sorry in advance if I did. But there was this one time that when I was working at Necto, they had the Brazilian Students Foundation or whatever come there. And it was 500 people. And we had caipirinhas on special. Oh my God, they were $2 a piece. And I don't know if you've ever made one, but you have you have to muddle a bunch of limes before each one.
And sugar
so in front of my rail, I have glasses upon glasses filled with limes. I'm muddling them. I felt like I left there with one beefy ass arm, and then my other arm was just weak and mimbly. And I was just I've got this giant arm now from muddling so many things and shake, because you shake them a little bit, give it a little flash, and then you set it down. And I probably made, I don't know, I think my sales were close to 3,000, and they were $2 a piece.
Yeah, so that's a lot.
it was.
That's like X Games level muddle.
A lot. It was a lot. So I do complain about some things. If it's like if I'm working in a nightclub and my bar is rammed, I'm 2, 3, sometimes 4 people deep, and I have to do something like stop and muddle a drink for you, or I have to like if I only get one Shakerton and you want me to make something creamy and then something not creamy.
Right. Pain in the ass.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
What the customer
and I'm not
going to
complain to you, but as soon as I turn around, I'm going to be like, this motherfucker. And then turn back around and here you are. Hope you enjoy it.
$19, please, for 2 shots.
That'll be, $6.50. Cool, thanks so much. Turn back around like, not giving you your fucking change, dude.
It is. It's annoying when, like, you're at a busy place and you're trying to crank them out. You're trying to get everybody happy and stuff like that. And they're like, let me get 3 shots of this and 4 shots of this and 1 shot of this. And you're like, really? You guys can't all just do the same shot so I can make it up in one? Okay, like, I get it.
Okay, but have you ever been in a group of people where they're like, I want to do a shot of this, and everyone says they want to do that shot, and you're like, I am not doing that shot.
Heard, 100%. Like, where, you're just
hanging out with people, and they're like, let's do shots of Malort, and I'm just like, no, no. Like, I'll either not do a shot with you, or we're going to order a different shot
Give me something else. Yeah, or my thing is SoCo limes. I can't stand SoCo. I'm not doing a SoCo lime shot with you. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, but that's our thing. Good. Do you want me to do a shot with you? I'm getting something different. But I'll make it easy and be like, okay, everybody else is doing SoCo lime. Give me a whiskey. You know what I mean? Just a straight shot of whiskey, warm. You don't have to do anything else. Yeah, but it's
funny. That kind of ties back into the drink shaming and that, because I'm a whiskey man. I love drinking whiskey. You'd think it'd be Jack Daniels, my name being Jack, and me drinking whiskey, but it usually isn't. But my point is that I, as much as I like drinking that, I don't necessarily always like that straight warm whiskey taste. I mean, I'm not above it. But throw a little peach schnapps in there, give me a green tea. Give me a Washington apple, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But, I walk up and order a green tea, I'm getting a look or two. You know what I mean? It just happens. I mean, I drink it anyways because
but the haters if you're making the bartender split it up.
I feel like guys kind of get around it because they order multiples and they're like, oh, it's for my girlfriend, or oh, we have a group of girls with us. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to explain to me. I don't give a shit what you're drinking. Like, honestly, I want you to just pay for it and go away.
Yes.
But never go up and order 5 shots, each one a different specialty.
Yeah, do not do that.
Green tea, a blowjob, an Irish carbon, and
do not do that. We're either all doing the same thing. Maybe like if there's 2 different things, all right.
The poor
but
bartender
if you start doing
spends
3,
half
4,
their night
5,
making one round.
I know. I hate that. And that happens to me often, especially working in nightclubs. It's like, I have to make 1 million lemon drops, let's say.
Lemon drops are annoying because you got to sugar the rim or the
You have to sugar the rim. And well, here's the thing, is that what I do is I take a glass of sugar and I just throw the lemons in there and I put a top on it and I shake it once and I put it on it. It's so easy. That's what I do. I sugar the lemon. Yeah. A lot of places sugar the rim and I'm like, fuck that. This is easy shit. If I just shake the lemon, But some places don't make them just straight cold citrus vodka. They make it regular vodka with lemonade or sour mix or triple sec and sour mix or whatever the fuck they do.
A little splash of sour,
I'm not doing any of that. I have a bottle of citrus vodka in the cooler waiting for you to ask me for a lemon drop. That's
and the sweetness that you get is the lemon and sugar.
Is the lemon and the sugar,
You don't need a little
I'm not doing that
sour.
shit.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Got you.
It's less wasteful, too. It's not like someone's cleaning the rim of the glass.
Yeah. It's gross, too. No. Nobody wants to see you giving
or they lick the rim or they take the shot and lick the rim or just take the shot. It doesn't matter. But if you are one of those people that puts the shot glass mouth down on my bar, can you please put a napkin down first, please?
Right, and especially with the sugar rim, like, please don't do that.
Make it easier for me because I'm servicing a lot of people. Right. I don't have time to, in between every single customer, wipe all that shit down and then serve the next person. I'm trying to push drinks out.
Right. I don't know why it always made me mad, but like the one shot that drives me insane when people order it is a Superman shot. I hate making those.
I hate them.
Fucking hate
They're
them.
Delicious, but I hate.
And that's the thing too, is they are tasty, and I get why people want them. And I'm just like, oh, damn it, I hate making Superman shots.
Plus, they're so low alcohol, like you can do it.
They
are. So they want a lot of them, you know.
Right? Yeah. It's you're just gonna drink.
Or dirty Girl Scouts.
Sugary. It's all about the sugar.
Speaking of doing shots, and we brought up, the current times and sanitary, I have been noticing the few places that I have been to have been doing a lot of plastic shot glasses.
Good.
Little mini solo cups.
You should. Just
stay disposable, Yep. That's not a rim you want to salt or sugar anyways, right?
No, exactly. And, not very environmentally friendly. I'll give it that. That kind of sucks about it. But yeah, it's better like washing those glasses over and over and over again, and hoping that the dishwasher that's constantly running all night long is doing a good job and keeping it hot enough and cleaning them and sanitizing them enough. Like,
I mean, how many glasses have you picked up to have lipstick or lip gloss or chapstick or whatever on them?
Yeah.
And like that's one of the things that I dealt with too. Like right before we shut down, we had gotten rid of straws at my bar.
Yep.
And people were complaining about the straws. They complained about the straws anyway. But then it became pandemic time, and it was like, don't you know we're going through a pandemic? Like, I don't trust this. I'm not putting my lips on this. We had to bring them back, and then we brought them back, and then 2 weeks later we were closed. But,
right. Like, what was the point of that?
But no, we were trying to do it to save the turtles. We're helping with the turtle thing. We're getting rid of straws, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like everyone demanded they come back. Before pandemic, we were like, fuck you. You're going to drink out of the glass. Sorry. But
people like the environmental consciousness just below as much as they like convenience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As long as this doesn't interfere with my Saturday night, then.
Some people are all about it, and some people are like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to go out and drink, and I just want to have a good time. And I get both sides of that going. It's like.
It's funny that the disposable shot glasses and all the plastic drinks and all that just reminds me all the way more, like you were saying, about the root of congregation and gatherings for a drink. Like I say, the backyard, the driveway, the garage, and the bonfire. You know what I mean? Just hanging out and having a good time.
The garage is always fun. I do always love a good garage party.
Well, so that's what I did this weekend. I was at a little garage party, and we had it open and stuff like that, and everybody was distanced around each other, and we were talking and having a good time. It was like, it's good to see you guys. This is great. Sitting around and having a few beers and having some laughs, telling old stories. It's what it's all about. It's like, I don't need to go to no stinking bar for this. Like, somebody's got a backyard, somebody's got a garage.
Exactly.
I'll drink a shot to that.
Hey. Cheers.
Cheers.
What are we sipping on, Remy? It's disappearing in the clouds.
Straight
the Macho
whiskey.
Man Randy Savage clouds.
Little Old Forester tonight. Straight from the bottom.
Not bad.
Just a little side note. I share a birthday with Macho Man Randy Savage.
What? That's amazing.
Yes. He is my celebrity birthday match. Him and Jeffree Star, but Jeffree Star can go fuck himself. So Macho Man is the one I go with.
Boom. I've got Harpo Marx.
Harpo Marx, really?
Harpo Marx, yeah. Such a cool birthday celebrity to have. He was one of my favorites too. Always loved him.
Both way cooler.
What's
Jack, who you got?
Sid Hoff. He wrote Danny and the Dinosaur.
Okay, I don't know.
The only one I got. I got nothing.
That's the only.
I'm gonna look it up. I feel like you probably have better ones.
It could be. I don't know.
I like that. That's the one that you've gone with, though. You're like
the first one that I saw was Macho Man, and I was like, "We're done. I don't need anyone else.
Yeah.
That's it."
Oh yeah, I get the best birthday party ever. And I do love this artist rendition of that's what Macho Man would be doing in heaven, I would think.
I completely agree.
Oh, Jesus, hope you're ready for it. And I like to think that Jesus is up there like, oh, is that all you got? Chest slaps him. They have a big
cream
thing.
will rise to the top.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus is about it. Jesus will whoop his ass. He wants that belt.
Yeah, damn right.
Good stuff. So yeah, I think a lot of bartenders, myself included, yourself included, we get caught in the trap of like, if you bitch too much and you turn into like the grumbler, it sucks. But everybody has those times when they're like, you really want me to make you 12 Superman shots and 3 green teas and 2 vodka sodas right now? Like, okay, that's a big bill. Like, give me 6 minutes, I'll get it all whipped up, like shake them up. And what you got to do there, especially if you work at a really busy place or a nightclub, is put on a little show, talk to them. If you've got like a big order, like everybody hang out here. Usually they turn around and they're talking to their friends is the problem. They're like, you just got to make the drinks as fast as you can. But if you can bend their ear for a minute and tell them a quick joke or something like that, make it go a little bit faster, make it seem like you're enjoying making them their crappy, sweet drinks.
Well, that's the other thing too, is like, I've had issues with people just being like they don't realize that I can make more than one drink at a time.
Right.
So let's say that like people walk up within a few minutes of each other. I'm like busy. I'll kind of just like go, from right to left or left to right. Like I kind of sweep the bar like that.
Sure.
And I'll usually like try and like glance up at you, let you know I acknowledge that I see you, but I'm not ready. I don't talk to you because I'm not ready for you.
Right.
So
like, you're on deck, swing slugger.
Exactly, like kind of like get your drink order ready.
Right.
So I'll start to like kind of sweep the bar again. And if the person next to them walked up right after them, or right before them, or right after them, or whatever the case might be,
yeah,
I'll be like, okay, you. And as I'm taking their order, the person next to them will be like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah,
I've been sitting here.
Then, huh?
I've been waiting. And I'm like, hey, like, it's okay. Honestly, I will get to you too. In fact, I'm going to take their drink order, set up their glasses, and then take your drink order and set up your glasses and pour everything. Exactly. Especially if it's during like a time where, like I worked at a bar where we would do, like 10-minute specials where it was like, okay, for the next 10 minutes, this shot is going to be $3.
Right.
So I have a surge of people coming up and I'm like, I know you guys are all ordering the same thing. All I'm really looking for is how many you're ordering. So I'll kind of like take a step back and be like, all right, I'm super busy right now. All I'm serving is this one shot. If you're getting that shot, raise your hand and put how many you're getting on your hands.
Yeah.
And then I like kind of count through, put them all up, bang them all out. And then it's like, all right, cool. I can just start serving people with their regular drinks. Sometimes that means that you have to wait a little bit longer because I'm serving all these people. But I'm doing you a favor in the long run because I could sit here and be like, oh, okay, what's your drink? Oh, you want 5 of these? Hold on. Let me do these and then get them out and then ask you what your drink is or start getting to your drink. I'm just getting it all out of the way so I can start taking the other drinks. And people will seriously go fucking nuts about it.
Well, the other thing too,
I can't believe it,
is if you complain too much, if you roll your eyes at me too hard or you act like a jerk, it's like, okay, that's fine. Back of the line. Like,
right. I do not have to serve you.
I know that you've got money for me, but so do
always
they.
Take care of your
so
serving staff.
So do
right.
they.
Forever
a little
take care
kindness
of your
goes a
serving
long
staff.
way. Smiling at. But no, so if you can get that rapport going with them, especially when it's busy, like you're in a good mood, you're having a good time, you know everybody's thirsty and you want to take care of them. It's like, all right, Slugger, you're on deck. Like, get ready because I'm coming to you next. Like, I see you over there, Sally. I see you with the cute hair. Like, I'm not gonna fucking forget about you. Make them feel like, if they start getting antsy, like, no, it's cool. I'm coming to you next. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
That's that one
all
counter,
right.
And you're on this side. Maybe you're 1, maybe you're 2, maybe 3 bartenders. But you guys are in the weeds, feeling the pressure of actually doing it. Everyone on the outside is just having fun, and they want to have fun right now. So maybe it's your 2, 4, 6 sets of eyes versus 20 or more looking back at you. Everybody's looking at you like, why aren't you touching my drink, getting me my beverage?
Yeah, I hate the eyes boring into you. They're just like, I'm not gonna stop staring at you. Like, get it.
People that are like basically climbing the bar, like trying to reach at you, and it's just like,
hey, do you see me?
I see you. You're literally in front of my bar. I see every single one. Believe me, I see every single one of you. I see you all.
Okay, but me though.
Right. And I'm just like, if I can't see you, I can feel you looking at me with your fucking burning little pupils. Right. I'm like, just chill. Everyone just chill. I only have so many hands. I can only go so fast. I can only run up and down the bar so many times in a 2-minute span. So just bear with me. And if I'm taking multiple orders, it's because I'm trying to kill multiple birds with one stone.
For sure.
If I have to go all the way down to the end of the bar to get the Godiva for you, then I might as well grab this dude's Frangelico and that dude's, beer at the same time.
It's gonna take a second.
It's good bar.
Gonna take a second.
Right.
Well, and that's why I could not stand working at the place where when we started this show, I had just started, and like all the fancy cocktails, all the stupid problems they had with glassware and glassware storage, everything came in a different glass. There was like 6 different glasses, and they didn't have room behind any of the bars for all the glassware that they needed for the size of the bar, and they didn't have enough glassware to go around. So it was like a constant battle of trying to like round up glassware and wash glassware. People would order drinks and I couldn't make it because I didn't have the glassware for it. It's like,
right.
And then people are getting pissed at me because I can't make it. And I'm like, dude, this is too much stress. This is just driving me fucking nuts. And I would tell people we'd get slammed on Friday and Saturday nights. And, everybody's climbing over the bar and acting like zombies and going crazy. And I'm like, everybody, we're out of glassware right now. Like, attention, crowd. Give me 2 minutes to wash all these glasses, and then I'm going to take care of everybody. And you make a big joke.
Did you have hand wash things, or did you have like a actual dishwasher?
There was an actual dishwasher, but again, it was
takes
like
even longer because I can hand wash real quick.
Yeah, but it was such a stupid bar. It's like, not if you don't have any. We didn't have any dirty glasses to wash. It's like we're all out there somewhere.
Sometimes it's too bad and too bougie.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. It was just like, you guys did this all fucking wrong, man. Like, it's real nice if you've got a nice, quiet, evening.
You need to have glassware, assuming that everyone is drinking the same drink at all times.
Yep.
If you have a 500-person capacity place and you don't have 500 fucking tall glasses.
Yeah. Well, and this was an 800-person capacity, and they didn't have enough of any kind of glass, So it was like,
especially if you're gonna have private parties with like specific drink specials or something like that, where it's like everyone's gonna be drinking the same drink. If we're doing Tito's Tito's is on sale for $5, then assume that everyone's gonna be drinking Tito's and something. Yep. And so you need enough short glasses of Tito's and something to do that. And enough tall glasses for Tito's and Red Bulls to do that. Or if you're having specials on Cosmos, then you need enough martini glasses for me to do that.
Absolutely.
Like, you can't let me go in there blindly and not know exactly what people are getting and when and why and making sure I have everything to make that. If you're gonna put Manhattans on special, you better not have a half empty, bottle of bitters.
Right.
And that's it. Like,
set me up for success. Whatever you're gonna do, set me up for success. Let me make this as best.
You have 5 red stripes left, but you want to put red stripes on $2 special. That's stupid.
That is.
Don't do that.
Unless you're a neighborhood bar. Unless you're a neighborhood bar and you're just trying to get rid of shit, like.
Sure. Okay. It's like,
cool.
But then you have like a little disclaimer saying while supplies last or something like that.
Or put 3 different things on. Yeah.
Right. Because if you have cases on cases on cases on cases on cases of PBR and you put PBR on $2, great. Sell all the fucking PBRs. Yep. But if you're just trying to get rid of something, then be like, hey, we're going to do $1 shots of whatever while supplies last.
Till we get rid of it.
Yep. People know that this is something that is limited. It's not just, we're trying to get rid of it. It's not just because we want to help you out and give you a $2 drink. Ooh,
I think that's the main kind of point is that, like, I like working at places where it's either we're known for doing this and we have everything we need to do this, no problem. I'm never going to run out. I'm never going to like be empty. They know how to stock correctly. They've got me all the glassware that I need. Or a really well-run nightclub where it's like we have 3 kind of drink glasses and just a million of them. We're never going to run out. And we got barbacks washing them for you and setting you up all night long. You're just not, there's no way possible you're going to run out of glassware. We've got so much of it. Like, that works, you know.
I got it. The union between the upscale nightclub and lounge versus the backyard kegger.
Yeah.
Red Solo martini glasses.
That's perfect.
Think about it.
Oh shit! You mean like if they made them in
Like a martini glass, red Solo rim. Think about it. It's there. They have to make
Solo needs to make like every type of glass. They need to make like Pilsner
Solo
glasses.
Flutes.
Yeah.
Solo flute. Solo Pilsner. Solo like margarita glass. Solo? What are you doing?
What are you
Solo
messing
needs
up?
to do that. You're absolutely right. You are so right. They
You guys heard it here first.
Dixie or Solo, whichever one of you. I don't give a fuck who does it first. Do it. Kroger brand, whatever that is, or whatever it's called. Do that.
I think we need to have a sit down with one of these companies and be like, so we got a brilliant idea.
Champagne Dixie flute really rolls off the tongue too.
Take it from bartenders.
You know what, Remy?
Man.
We were talking about we were going to come up with an invention and actually do it. And okay, so maybe we can't do the bar game liquor,
right?
but we can do the disposable, like
fancy glass,
paper thin.
Yeah. Disposable fancy glasses.
Craft cocktail glasses. Oh my God, that is such a good idea.
Wrap it up, take it home with you.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I know I've worked a bunch of New Year's Eves where they give you the little plastic put together martini glasses. It's like the plastic 2-piece thing that you got to put 100 of them together.
Those are kind of expensive.
They are, but I think
we need like the plastic, like Dixie cup, Solo cup material,
but just built.
Where you like you can just squish it if you want to, not like it's just gonna break into a million pieces. Like squishy, like I'm a trailer trash margarita drinking bitch.
Right?
You know what I mean?
And a red Solo.
That was the weirdest moment for me to come back in and sit down. Is Lauren doing this and talking about things being squishy?
I think we all deserve a shot for that, for Lauren talking about squishy.
I was just pouring myself a drink.
Cheers to that, guys.
I think that's a great idea. I think we're gonna steal that. I think we're gonna do it. Jack's cut out. We're gonna.
Yep, let's have a little sit down with Solo Cup and figure out a way to market this. Let's make it happen.
Solo or Dixie, one of the two.
I came up with it, so I'm bound to get screwed out of the money, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. How that works, yeah.
You can come to the after party though.
Literally speaking, that's how that works.
I just want to have one. I just want to walk around with my little red martini.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they have like the little shot glasses that look like Solo cups.
Oh yeah, I have the.
It's like that, and I thought that was so cute. I was like, "That's cute. I have to buy them now." And then you know what I mean? Because anything that's like tiny and like, especially when I'm like buying like the single shots. Shut the fuck up, Dave.
I'm not saying a damn word.
Too easy.
Especially when I buy like the little single shots or the double shots. You know, it's like literally a miniature of their full size bottle, and I'm like, oh, I have to get it. So cute.
Girls,
so that's what we're gonna
girls
do.
Like some things that are tiny. Let's just put it that way. Just
only some things. We don't like everything to be tiny.
Not everything.
For sure.
Just some things.
I do love good father figure.
There you go. A father
in
figure
more ways than one.
And there's my contribution for the week. You're welcome.
And you're not the only one. Like I've heard that from other people. It's new to me, kind of. I haven't been in the best shape my whole life, but like the actual father figure is new to me, and I'm kind of like, I don't like this. It's like I'm not happy with this.
Rock it out, man. Just
these rolls are missing some butter.
Just roll with it. The last couple of shirts that I bought were extra large, and I'm like, I'm going from large to extra large. Now, I used to be medium and svelte.
Used to have a 6-pack, graduated to a keg. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
I saw his T-shirt, and it was like, like little, how they do like little acronyms like OMG or like whatever. Okay, so I saw this one, and it stood for "On My Way to Fuck Your Dad," and I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, that's a good shirt. On my way to fuck your dad. Well, I can't think of a better thing to end the show on than that, Lauren. You've definitely hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth for us.
Wait, we're gonna hit it one more time with the with everything. So if you have a story to share with us about your time working in or hanging out in service industry, anything like that, please send us an email. We would love to read your stories on air at barsidetales@gmail.com.
Brilliant. We love you guys. Thanks for hanging out this week. We'll see you next week. Jack, thanks for stopping by, buddy. It was good to see you.
Thanks for having me. You guys take care.
Have a good week, everybody. Bye.